Well, tonight, Cowboys running back Zeke Elliott's 6-game suspension is back on the books.
A panel of judges in New Orleans ruled in the NFL's favor. That panel found the NFL Players Association, quote, jumped the gun when it filed a lawsuit seeking to overturn the suspension. But there is still a chance another legal challenge could yet again put his suspension on hold. Fox 4's Blake Hansen has more on what might happen next. Blake.
Yeah, the Fifth Circuit Appellate Court ruling was really about one thing, timing. The court said the NFLPA should have waited until the arbitration process was over before filing a suit saying that process was unfair. Now that the process is over, we'll likely get a replay in a different court, and then the issue will be about fairness, not timing, something some say that Elliott has an edge in. The case that brought Ezekiel Elliott to a Sherman courthouse last month is over. In a split 2-1 decision, today a federal judge panel in New Orleans threw it out, saying the NFLPA's lawsuit on Elliott's behalf was premature. It means Elliott, who has played in 5 games so far this season, is now set to sit out the next 6.
Well, I am surprised. I had predicted that they would come out the other way.
Amy Davis, a labor law attorney not involved in the case, says the ruling isn't entirely negative for Elliott's side. She points to a few things, including a dissenting opinion from one of the judges. In it, he called the suspension decision an arguably unfair process, going on to say the case is about allegations of domestic violence made by an accuser who was found not credible by the NFL's lead investigator. Elliott was criminally investigated for domestic violence but never charged. Still, the NFL suspended him in August, saying he violated the league's personal conduct policy. The criticism of the suspension is similar to the tone from a Sherman judge when ruling last month that Ezekiel Elliott could temporarily keep playing while a lawsuit played out.
The decision by the Fifth Circuit, the appellate court, has absolutely no bearing on the actual merits and who will ultimately prevail in the case.
That hearing over the merits or facts of the case will likely head to New York. Weeks ago, the NFL filed a complaint there, becoming the next court case in line. Tonight, the NFL Players Association said it's weighing options and that the appellate court decision focuses on the jurisdictional issues. The failures of due process by the NFL articulated in the district court's decision were not addressed. So the Players Association could ask for another action to put the suspension on hold in New York, perhaps before the next game.
I think the New York court will probably be asked to hear some sort of temporary injunction, and will probably hear a temporary injunction before that time.
Well, as for why the NFL would want the case in New York, it truly is home court, and it's where they got a favorable decision in the Brady case. But Davis pointed out that not only is the Brady case very different, but it is a completely different judge handling this case.